Hi, welcome to the Porter Brothers podcast, wishing you a very, very happy late Christmas Kwanzaa. Ain't that right?
Yes.
We know it's past New Year's. It's January. It's January now, is my point.
But heck with that. It was a few weeks ago, if I remember correctly, but Disney made one of their biggest announcements, and definitely the biggest announcement in Star Wars history, as a crap ton of Star Wars movies have been announced to be made eventually in the next 5 years. And the list is big enough I can't remember all of them.
It was some series, a couple series.
Mm-hmm.
Is it what is the plural of series? That I wonder.
I mean, you got Ahsoka, Rogue Squadron,
The Bad Batch,
The Bad Batch, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Acolyte, Andor, Rangers of the New Republic, and Droid Story.
The leader better be a gonk droid, because we didn't get a standalone gonk droid film. We need to get one of gonk droid, the internet's favorite droid.
I mean,
You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. Boom, gonk droid edited in the post.
do you have any hopes for anything that they're doing? Yeah, the Boba Fett book.
Well,
That's another thing. But
the Kenobi show. I've heard that Hayden Christensen's gonna come back. Ewan McGregor's coming back to play Obi-Wan Kenobi, apparently. And maybe sometime, maybe if The Mandalorian gets a third or fourth season, I'm not sure, we might get to see a certain purple lightsaber-wielding Jedi come back.
I mean,
Jackson's up for it, isn't he?
yeah, he's been pushing on it to make it happen, which the fans have been pushing on it as much as, Jack has.
Oh.
The excitement. Acolyte, the Old Republic era, that's where it takes place for those who don't know.
And the Old Republic era was long before the prequels. So I'm not sure about canon storyline, but I heard that the Old Republic collapsed and then was reformed to the Galactic Republic. And for, 1,000 years, it was the Galactic Republic reigned. I'm quoting Palpatine here. Senator Palpatine, or was it Chancellor? It was
Chancellor,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, I think it was episode 2, I think. I'm not sure, but so 1,000 years, and then the prequels happened. And when the prequels were happening, the Republic and the Jedi were losing their way. That is a problem we see in our world when there's a lot of peace. It kind of does. A disaster can either people lose their way, and a disaster can either shaken things up and further destroy everything and bring it into conflict, or it can bring everyone together and to unite.
I'm interested to see where it goes, but there's not much telling because it's recently. What kind of word is that? It's still in beta stages, I guess. That's the proper word to say.
I mean,
that?
they were announced, but
yeah, no progress other than it really being announced.
I mean, as far as we know,
They could set a whole nother story up.
who knows? Maybe they could actually decanonize the sequels, which it's sad because actors like Carrie Fisher and the rest of the Star Wars cast came back to film that. It would be kind of sad to see that effort go to waste, but it would make sense to. I really think it still would be to get rid of that, or at least maybe go back on episodes 8 and 9 and fix things up. Add in some shots that were left out because I don't know why, but shots that were left out and stuff that made the film bad and stuff. Put those back in, fix things. Maybe it could be better, at least a little bit. I'm not sure. Probably just a good idea to just scrap it altogether.
Rogue Squadron, that's after 6, before 7, I believe.
Is it?
I think that is.
Isn't Rogue Squadron the same squadron that was used during the Battle of Scarif and Rogue One? Yeah, I think it's called Rogue One. Like, kind of like the numbers for the X-Wing and Y-Wing pilots, and the Rebel pilots used, like, all wings report in, Red 2 standing by, Red 3 standing by, Red 5 standing by, things like that. Of course, I'm pretty sure they would use leader, like blue leader. No, it might have been blue squad. I'm not sure.
So, they were releasing the season 7 of the Clone Wars, and during that time, they were listening to see what people were thinking, and so they were working on the Bad Batch. I mean, we already got a trailer for it.
And that means even though the Clone Wars in name is ended, because season 7 was the final season, and it transitions right into episode 3's beginning, you know, just as the Battle of Coruscant was beginning, just like the end of the 2003 Clone Wars animated series, you know, the 2D animated one, the one that was not as popular, that one. So that means there couldn't be room for more official Clone Wars episodes, unless they wanted to go back and flesh out previous series, but at that point, probably not going to happen.
Hey, who knows?
But with the Bad Batch, the Bad Batch is the opposite of the end of season 7. Instead of taking place at the beginning of episode 3, or just before it, it's the ending of episode 3, and after Order 66.
It's a little bit of everything, really.
No, actually, I remember the last episode of season 7 actually did end with Order 66, and kind of showed how Rex disobeyed Order 66. I mean, it really is kind of tragic because the generals just became so good friends with the clones, and then the clones just turned on them. Not even Palpatine was like, execute Order 66, and Cody wasn't like, oh, are you sure about that? He was like, yes, my lord. Fire.
Wait, I forgot to add Visions.
Visions?
Yeah, Star Wars Visions. I can't really come up with much, so I'm just going to go ahead and transition to the next topic, which we already kind of brought up. Return to Mace Windu, question mark? That has been a hot debate.
I mean, in countless Star Wars theories, there's been, like if you go search up Star Wars theory on YouTube, not sponsored or anything. We didn't. Just a random shout out to that YouTuber who we don't know and they don't know us. But they've made plenty of theories, I think, on Mace Windu coming back and how that would play out. Like alternate timelines and potential timelines, things like that.
It didn't really seem like something that would happen, but with what happened with Boba Fett and all, it's likely.
Yeah, I'm like, Boba Fett, he fell into the Sarlacc pit quite kind of pathetically, to be honest. Which is good to see that he came back in The Mandalorian. Like the thing is, Mace Windu didn't have, I mean, his supposed death was, I mean, it wasn't, I don't think it was as pathetic as Boba's kind of was, but, I mean, he fell from the top of the stadium area in the the first Battle of Geonosis, you know, in Attack of the Clones, episode 2 of Star Wars. From, what was it, 2002? Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
So, in that case, what would a fall like that do? I mean, yeah, he lost his hand, but so did both the Skywalkers. And Dooku lost both hands before his head in episode 3.
Darth Maul survived the fall.
After like being cut in half.
I can entirely see it happening.
Darth Vader,
back if it's...
Darth Vader was burned, had his legs cut up, maybe not in that order. No, not in that order, but like Obi-Wan.
Sounds graphic.
Or Obi-Wan cut off Anakin's other arm, and his legs. And Anakin already had an arm cut off from when Dooku cut off his arm in Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. So that means he now has no complete limbs left.
Yeah.
And plus the burns he sustained, and Luke cut off his hand, or Vader's hand in Return of the Jedi when he had that bit of rage there. So what would a lost hand do to Windu? And a fall. Maybe the fall might have been more great, and also the Force lightning. Unlimited power! But at the same time, it's not exactly... It's plausible that he could survive. You could say he's dead, but at the same time, Emperor Palpatine was supposed to be dead, but he didn't just fall out a window. He fell into a reactor shaft. Isn't that what it is? The reactor shaft? And he exploded into, dark side energy?
We've seen a lot of people fall, basically.
Luke Skywalker fell and after his duel with his father at Bespin.
Other than that, it's a little odd transition to go from this to Minecraft, but I think we could cover a little bit better from what we did a few podcasts ago, which, hey, getting to talk about Minecraft is always a nice day.
Especially when you actually have your special guest, right?
Yes. The name is Austin.
Yep, this is Austin.
Friend of mine, YouTube channel, Buckeye State Real fan. But
although we don't give shoutouts for free now, do we?
You're gonna pay up whether you like it or not.
I'm joking, of course.
But anyways, we're talking about general Minecraft stuff from, years ago that any older fans will recognize. So you got to talk about, they changed the whole textures, they added many things.
I remember when there were
Minecraft parodies.
I remember in Minecraft Pocket Edition, not only the Nether Core Reactor, not only when sponges were added, not only when mine carts are added, not even when new doors were added. Well, actually, that might be what I'm talking about as well. But I remember when different types of wood were added. The original wood is called oak wood now. There's now birch. There's spruce. There is dark oak wood, jungle wood. I could go on.
You got the nether stuff now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was another update finally.
Just
right?
used to be wood. There's 40 items in creative mode. You had small survival worlds. Well, both survival and creative. It was a small cube.
Well, I
don't remember quite how big it was, but you had that. Things are limited.
Yeah.
It was local Wi-Fi multiplayer. And there used to be an app you could download. Non-Minecraft associated, but it allowed you to play with people online.
Well, I remember doing that once.
Yeah, I remember doing that. We played since 2013. Austin, when did you start playing?
I think 2014.
2014?
Yes, sir.
What are some early memories you have?
I remember we always used to build our house out of glowstone because we were so new to the game. We always started building out with just regular oak wood planks, and then we just built with glowstone on the roof. But mostly we always did the glowstone houses, and we never really played survival. We always played creative because we were just so into it,
I mean, it's a step up from the dirt houses. I mean, unless you're wanting to recreate the Shire from Lord of the Rings.
That was my first house.
The Shire?
It was a dirt wood house made out of a hill.
Probably wasn't as good as the Shire.
I mean,
don't mean to be insulting, but obviously.
Just like your house is now, Joel.
Well,
I mean, that'll keep the mobs away.
Austin, you remember Minecraft parodies?
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
parody songs.
It's really a long time ago, though.
Remember like that one channel that made like summarized movies, but it was using Minecraft 3D animated. You know the one that goes,
Mhm.
screw it.
Do you remember the little Minecraft handy books?
Yeah.
The Minecraft guides. Oh, the glowstone. We have those. Those were a treat to find at your local scholastic book fair.
I was about ready to forget about this whole thing.
I had a diamond sword that I offered that was made of plastic, but not foam.
I can do that again. Maybe not. I'm gonna try until I get it. There you go.
Nice. Darn, son, where'd you find this?
They don't make these anymore, I don't think.
No, they don't. They don't make the Minecraft merch anymore, other than maybe the figures and
Torches.
stuff.
Like, they still make figures, but they've made a bunch of stuff like 2012 and on to like maybe 2017. Kind of slowed.
Oh,
I know they made the torches starting in like 2012, 2011.
I mean, I remember.
The big torches, like this big, they're awesome.
Yes. I do also remember I have an Ender Dragon mask. I got a life changing potion, a Minecraft potion. You tap on the button, really just anywhere, and it would change color. That kind of thing. I don't really know what kind of color each one is, but you know, it's there. Also, remember the ores, like the ores. You had the redstone, and then we had the diamond ones, and like it had like 4 modes, 3 levels of brightness, and then off. So 1 low brightness, 2 medium brightness, 3 max brightness, 4 off. Remember those ones? Yeah, those were pretty cool. I
Herobrine
remember-
was still a thing.
Oh, we have a story about
Touchy tub-
that.
Touchy subject. Subject. What's a subject? Touchy subject.
That's a good blooper.
I remember with Herobrine. I'm not sure, but I feel like one of the times I was playing my game and I had this dirt underground house, and one of the times I looked to my right, I saw these white eyes, and I just left the game. Because I heard about all the rumors about him, about how he like destroys everything, takes over your world and stuff.
And then to like a 8-year-old that's gonna like, nope.
Nope. That's going to be terrifying. Like Five Nights at Freddy's to the
Golden
king.
Freddy. You try so hard to get
I was
it,
going to
then when
say
you're
the
not trying
king
to
of
get
Five Nights at Freddy's, Markiplier, but now we can't include him.
it. Nah. It's an odd subject. I don't want to get into it, but
Get to the covered all.
Whatever
just
your problem.
recently, PS4 brought out servers. I don't know when Xbox brought you guys out servers, but they finally brought them about I think probably a month ago. They finally brought servers out on PlayStation.
because for Mojang being bought out by Microsoft in like what 2017 was it?
I don't know.
2017 or 2018 they bought it. Got a little weird. I think it was 2018.
All I know is microtransactions, and now Minecraft has emotes. I guess we're just going to make it more like flipping Fortnite.
Those
And
are dumb. The emotes are dumb.
I mean, yeah, and like the character creator, it's fine, but I don't really care for it.
It's not the
too
original
much.
Minecraft anymore with the emotes.
And call us boomers if you want, but like, I don't know. Aside from like maybe the newer blocks, I don't really like much of the new additions to Minecraft too much.
And there's some good stuff. It makes it interesting. 'Cause
Oh, there's plenty of cool new stuff. There's even a whole netherite thing that kind of adds another layer to the diamond sword, like the ranking.
I think going on with that diamond, kind of related with the netherite and stuff. I don't like the nether stuff because I always remember diamond being that dominant ore. You know what I mean?
traditional.
I
Yeah, it
mean-
was always that like the best one, and then now this whole new one just comes up and takes away all the diamonds, you know?
It's cool.
I mean, like-
Diamond is still involved in the whole thing, so it's
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I wish
Yeah.
the diamonds were stronger than the
like,
nether something. Like that.
It's not even that necessarily needing to be stronger, but my point is, it's just a hierarchy, like a skill tree kind of thing. Like you get more and more over time. But like once you get to the top to netherite and to diamond, that's when you need to have like more versatility. Like maybe netherite could have buffs in the like maybe diamond is like good in like the overworld and netherite is good in the nether, but diamond isn't as good in the nether and netherite isn't good in the overworld. Do something like that, it's more versatile, it's more situational. And same with the weapons, does more damage in either the overworld for diamond or in the nether for netherite. That could be something they could add. I mean, really, that would be cool to have more versatility in weapons, because either we have the other tools, you just use a sword, or ranged weapons. It's either melee or ranged, like the bow and crossbow. But not much variation in any of it.
So then I think that's going to wrap it up. So thank you for watching, and if you're listening, thanks for tuning in. Other than that, ciao. See you next episode.